Cheers, everybody. We are back. It's been a while, but TJ, Brendan, Ben, it's Bourbon on a Budget. Cheers.
Cheers.
How you guys doing? Happy birthday, Brendan.
Thank you. What'd you guys get me?
You are so old.
We actually have, listen, it's for your birthday. This definitely was not like already going to happen anyway, but I believe we have 2 bottles of whiskey for him, Ben.
What?
Yeah.
Guys.
Wait, maybe that one we'll give to somebody else.
Okay. That sounds fair. 2 seems excessive.
But
One
we have at
seems
least
fine.
one. We have at least one for you. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Guys.
It just depends on how we're feeling.
Yeah.
It just depends on how much Scotch Tommy unloads onto you.
No, it's not.
I don't know about that. I don't like being unloaded upon. Just I'm gonna put that out there.
Must we?
So
I don't get it.
that's a general statement.
Okay. It's Brendan's birthday. Brendan, you done anything fun today? Just worked?
Work a lot. I tried to make dinner for my wife. I want to do something special. She's like, I should be cooking, but I was like, I like cooking, so I enjoyed it. And long story short, the basil that I picked for the pesto had turned, and the pesto was awful. So I ruined my birthday dinner.
Seems like a very Michael Scott thing to do. So what are you going to eat? Are you going like just do Red Barn?
We just had the noodles that I had for the pesto, but I was able to taste the pesto before put it on the noodles. So I just
straight
put butter,
nudes?
just put butter and salt
Psychopath.
on it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great birthday dinner.
We're going to do some stuff later in the month to celebrate.
That's a great birthday dinner for a 3-year-old. I should have butter noodles. Thanks.
I don't even think.
That's
I
my
think they
favorite
would even want.
meal.
They would
Butter
even want the
noodles.
marinara. I don't think that'd be great for them either.
Jeez.
So we are here. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, all of those things. Thumbs up, like, wherever you're watching from. And then hit the comments. Who's your comment already? ECB. Okay, well, let's Eddie. That doesn't count. Brendan turned 4 today. You share a birthday.
Yes.
You share a birthday with somebody you kind of work for.
I don't know if I work for him, but Mike
It's not
Norvell
my birthday.
did turn, I think, 41 today. I'm not sure, but yeah, Mike Norvell is same birthday as myself.
2 years older than you.
Everyone on the beat wished Mike Norvell a happy birthday. I don't think anyone wished me a happy birthday. So
Chris
shows where
did
we
or
are. Chris bought me lunch, but never actually said happy birthday.
Mhm.
Zach
Where'd
and
you guys
Dane, we went to Kiki's. Zach and Dane convinced Chris to buy both of them lunch as well for my birthday and asked if Chris can zaddy us up for my birthday, but that was about it. So that was the closest I got.
Did CBS end up just buying that lunch?
We'll see. There's some expense report issues so right now.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I need to talk to you offline.
Yeah. There's been a lot of holds up for Chris and myself. So you got to start breaking thumbs. You got to start breaking thumbs. I get it.
Chris seems like the kind of breaks some thumbs. So, all right, let's get after it. We are reviewing. Ben, I didn't even ask, but I hope you're doing well too. I see you like every other day though. So I don't know.
That's fine. I was the same as I was yesterday.
Yeah, alive. We are reviewing something tonight. Brendan, it was your pick. Actually, it wasn't your pick. I just didn't get something in the mail so that you could review it. But we'll bring it up this
backup
weekend.
pick. Yeah.
Yeah. So back it up and tell us what we're reviewing.
So we are. Ooh, nice, Ben. We are all fans of Chattanooga Whiskey on the show. We've reviewed multiple of their things. We've had salesmen on there before too. So we like Chattanooga Whiskey. We're fans. They've scored their 111 has scored very highly for us. If I recall correctly, I think it was big board worthy last year. So I guess in honor of my birthday, we are breaking out something good from Chattanooga Whiskey, a special release. This is their founders' 10th year anniversary blend. So this was released this past spring, and it was in honor of their 10 years starting to distill stuff. This is their 1816 award-winning whiskey blend. I think they used from as like a jumping off point. Long story short, this is at least 3 years old. It's a blend of 2 batches of Chattanooga whiskey with a Lawrenceburg, Indiana MGP bourbon. And like Chattanooga Whiskey is for everything they put out there, it is super specific and detailed on the bottle of what they're putting in there.
A ton of info.
Here. And so I sent the link to Ben to help me try to like figure out what's in this bourbon, and I've read this 4 times, and my brain still hurts, Ben. It's almost too much information, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah. So the best I can interpret it is there are 3 different mash bills, like you were saying, 2 from Chat, 1 from MGP or Myers Squibb, whatever. And then there's also a primary, secondary, and a finishing cooperage. So 2 of the mash bills are in a toasted and charred oak barrels. The final mash bill, which is the MGP, is in a regular charred oak barrel. And they then are blended and they go to a finishing cooperage in a charred oak barrel for a month. So most of it's 4-year product from what I can tell, at least minimum 4-year. Yeah, 4, 3, and 3 to 4 years. So if it's around 4 years old, with a little bit of finishing. But what's interesting in the Chattanooga mash bills is they have a lot of interesting malting for their barley. So one of them has a hardwood smoked malted barley. Another one has a caramel malted barley. And then another one has a honey malted barley. So a lot of interesting kind of barley representation in their mash bills. So,
which is kind of standard for Chattanooga whiskeys. They do a lot of different types of barley stuff. That's kind of how they crack the code to make younger whiskey taste a little bit more complex. But this is, I think, different than what they're standard. They do like a chocolate and a honey malted barley usually. So with the ones that Ben mentioned are different. The other specs on this are, let's see, it's 100 proof, so proof nicely. And the mash bill. Let's find the mash bill. What this all is blended to. I don't know. This is confusing me too.
I got it if you need me to.
But it doesn't really. It's confusing even as to what Go ahead and try it too.
Okay. Jeez. I mean, we're just.
Let's just go. This is probably boring. There is a lot of stuff. A lot of numbers.
Yeah.
And I think I got mine like at $75. I'm trying to see what it is here at MSRP.
I think it's $50 MSRP.
I probably spent a little bit too much for it.
Which seems like a freaking deal. $50 for this.
Yeah, I don't think I paid 50 for. I think I paid.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it? MSL?
Yeah. I could be wrong. I could be saying that they're jacking something up that is not accurate, but
I like this nose a lot. It doesn't smell super craft and it doesn't smell super young. And there's a lot of kind of like giveaways that I get on like the craft distillery product or the younger product. I usually get like a creme brulee, kind of like sugary char note on the younger stuff. And I'm not getting that here, which I think it may go back to their kind of malted barley approach. I like it, man. I get like a toffee on the nose. Toffee, cinnamon. Yeah, I like this nose. Toffee, cinnamon, maybe like a cinnamon roll almost. A little bit of bread.
Very raisiny or like dark fruit, like plums, dates, that kind of. Also, for me, and I agree with what Ben said, to get a toasty like dessert type of stuff. Cherry, tons and tons of like dark cherry cola, soda, cherry Coke.
I can see that. Yeah, it gets so dark for how young it is.
Very much.
It's so heavy, right, on the nose. Like it's such a dense nose. The flavors are so bold. It's really not in a bad way, but it's almost overwhelming. Like it's not just your.
Oh no!
Not in a bad way. Right, just very hefty. Yeah. See, I knew that word would have a negative connotation. I knew there'd be no way you could like take that positively.
Yeah, man.
But I meant it positively. Like it's just very big.
I think the nose is
bold,
great.
Bold.
I drank a lot of this already.
It's not delicate. Ben likes it. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, that's really good.
I was gonna say aggressive.
We give it a 1.25. I give it a 1.25. I can tell.
This is really good.
I love this. 1.25.
What's the price on it?
Yeah, you paid 70.
Chocolate.
0.75.
It's an aggressive nose, but in a good way. It's like an aggressive offense in football. Like sometimes you need to push the ball downfield, and sometimes that can be a beautiful thing. And this is a beautiful, exquisite nose, in my estimation.
All right, before we cross the line, I'll punt this over to the taste. What do you guys think about the taste on this? Before we cross the line, I'll punt.
I'll I
was a master mono of that joke. All right.
Still have no idea what's going on.
Go ahead. Ben.
Anyway, so in pulling up this Chattanooga site, trying to do as much research as we can on this because it's pretty complex as far as the mash bill and stuff. I saw the tasting profile that Chattanooga put out, and the first thing that it said was a root beer float, and I was like, dang, like that is weirdly accurate. And I usually try to avoid it because I don't want to get like kind of like preconditioned. But I drank it and I was like, man, that is freaking right. Also, Brendan, number 2 is black cherry. So there you go. There you go. Root beer float to me, I get that all day.
Look at the color on this, guys. Like it probably doesn't do it justice on the camera.
Yeah,
but
like it looks really dark for 3 or 4
years. It tastes how it looks. Like it kind of falls through.
Yes.
Like the bottling,
really
the branding of it's all like they knew what they were going for. You mentioned the root beer beds. I got more like have you guys ever had like a craft root beer, or like a birch beer, which is like maybe not quite as like a standard like bar
That's sarsaparilla.
Is that like a thing?
Similar,
Okay.
yeah.
I like Virgil's. Virgil's.
So it's more like that, where it's not as sugary. It's more like that kind of
Spicy
spice. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, like a root.
I can see that.
Yeah, definitely that.
It tastes like root.
Yeah, pretty sure sarsaparilla is a root. It could be hot. Dang
Oh, they said gasparilla because you guys are from
sarsaparilla.
No, sarsaparilla.
Oh,
Look at thing. Brennan.
Sarsaparilla is a root. Suck it.
Yeah, it's definitely the cherry, the suck it root. I got both of those in my mouth, and then also a lot of toasty, like almond toasty nut kind of also.
Yeah,
in my mouth.
Oh gosh.
Very, very toasty, and it's just
there's some char and toast in there.
Yeah, definitely warm. Yeah. It's a warm palate for sure. A little. This is where some of the age I think does kind of creep up to me on the taste. It's not poor, but it's just it does get a little at the very end, like right before we get to the nice spice of the finish. It gets a little like bitter peanut to me, and that's just like that takes it down a notch for me, just a tad.
I think you're right, and I think stepping into the finish, I do get like I wouldn't go as far as like bitter peanut. I would go more towards like drying, almost like tannin-esque. You know, like a little drying, but then it just makes me want to go back and get more root beer, at the front. So I kind of like, to me, it's a circular drink. You just drink it, it dries out, and you get around,
It's the best kind of drink. You just want to keep drinking more.
Yeah. But I would say it's a little drying. It's not very oily, so it's not a whole lot of like oily mouthfeel. It's a little dry.
It reminds me of a wine, like the drinking experience. It's funny that you say the tannicky dryness, because that was when I had it the other day thinking we might do this, and it felt like I was drinking like a dark red wine, almost with the cherry, the earthy notes.
We're on it.
Red wine in a glass, TJ.
Ben's gonna rate this as a 6.
I like this. I think the finish is okay.
$5 and tax. Oh
yeah. I think the finish is okay, but everything else up to this point has been really good.
We haven't heard much from you, TJ. Are you enjoying it, or are you just taking it all in? What's happening over there?
I like what you said about the toasty notes, because I definitely get that, and it talks about it a little bit on the website as well. I do get a ton of the dark cherry with it, but it's not. So with the dark cherry, it's not like a super sweet, right? Like it's not like an overwhelming sweetness. It's more of it's like a subtle, bold sweetness. Does that make sense? Not really, but we're gonna say it. No, it's really good. I'm not as high. No offense to those that are high on some of the Chattanooga stuff. I'm not as high on the Chattanooga stuff as you guys are. And that's fine.
Ben, what did you move on to?
Oh,
I'm already out.
Ben slams bourbon.
I understand that, but
I want to say some.
Is it a toasted Victor's? Like it looks like a nice bottle that he just.
No, it's just a regular straight Victor's.
Okay, all right.
But I want to like kind of taste it in comparison to like a typical standard product. This is like $45 Victor's, and then it says MSRP, and I just Google it like at 50 or 55 for the Founders.
Yeah.
Again, it's sold out, so limited release. You're not gonna.
Yeah, I think
find it. But I just want to get
65.
I want to go straight to something else and be like, is this really stand out wise? Oh yeah, the nose. Interesting.
But yeah, I like this. I'm not as big into the Chattanooga stuff, but this is really, really good. I think the 111's fine. I like this better. It's a little more in my range, though.
This is the best Founders product, or the best Chattanooga product I've had.
Yes, this is nicely done. It's super unique. It is their flavor profile, but it's altered a little bit. It's like if you're doing a special edition, like you want to be yourself, but like just maybe 20%, 25% differently. This is nice. Ooh, Jason just dropped a nice little nugget in there in the chat. Thank you, Jason. Jason's a big Chattanooga whiskey fan.
That's going to be a new annual release. Yeah, it's a good product. Hopefully,
I want to pick this up. I would definitely buy this.
Yeah. The Father's Day. Did we review that for Father's Day? I think maybe Ben and I did a rapid on that.
I don't think so. I think Jason may have sent me a sample of that. I got to check. I got about a dozen samples I'm looking at right now between the two of you guys. Three of you guys, technically.
So is this last year's of that? Okay, so
I'll say this is 2022. This was out in the spring, so this is just maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
So Jason says a different thing. Jason says the Father's Day bottle is better than this one. I think I like this one a little more than the Father's Day, but I'm gonna go try them. You guys talk for a minute.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good blind. I'm gonna sprint over there.
Head to head. Also, the bottle and bond I have too. We should do all of them together. Oh, TJ just like totally took himself out.
I'm out of here.
Anyways, Ben, how's life going?
Good. Okay, so another thing. I have Sean's Southwest Bourbon Whiskey Society their Chattanooga pick, which is
that's right.
Very heavy chocolate, right? And so I think that'd be good. If I didn't
compare them together too,
the Founders, then that'd be a good back to back. But
I can get you more.
Too bad.
Everyone's sending us messages right now. TJ's the only one who can pull them up. So Patrick wished me a happy birthday. Patrick, thank you. We have a care package we have to get Patrick still.
Ooh,
yeah,
yes, we do.
Patrick, if you're interested in anything else I got in my collection like this or anything else I'm gonna show tonight, let me know because I got a bunch of sample bottles I need to fill and get out of here because they keep it up too much space. Jason said the new 2018 spring bottle and bond just came out. I saw that. Chattanooga Whiskey does such a good job, man. Like of having a unique flavor profile. They get stuff out quickly. They do a ton of like experimentation. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. Did I get you guys the port finish? I don't think I did. You would definitely remember the port one because it's interesting.
I know I've seen that around. I just haven't tried that one yet.
I don't know if it would be up your alley. Just it's very sweet. TJ might like it.
Yeah.
I also have a apricot brandy finished one of it, and I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, not great.
But again, it's their experimentation line. You're going to do different stuff and try different things. I like that.
I also like the fact that it's just like, here's exactly what's in the bottle. There's no
freakishly transparent, which is cool. I like that. All right, TJ's going for it. He's going for broke tonight.
I couldn't find the bottle. It was all the way in the back of the cabinet.
This kind of reminds me of I don't say poor man's version is going to come off as negative, but I mean, comparatively, it's like a third of the price. The Peerless double oaked pick that we have, that's like this one turned up to like 5 octaves more.
Disagree.
You don't think so at all? This has got the darkness and the toastiness and the herbliness of I had that the other day. That was so good. So freaking good.
It's really good.
Did you finish it yet?
No, but I have to tell myself not to drink it often. Like, don't go grab that one. Because I want to try it. I want to keep trying it. And so
as it opens up a little more, it keeps
I probably got like 70% left of the bottle. I'm staring at it right now. So just looking at it.
It's like an angel over your shoulder. I think it's going to be great as it gets colder out too. I think that's going to be a perfect like outdoor winter whiskey. Like, yes.
So if someone wants to send us a sample of the Midwinter Nights 10-year anniversary, that'd be freaking...
the whole bottle. Where's Joe?
Or the whole bottle.
Come on, Joe.
That's fine. I don't got a problem with that. But man,
So this is so corn forward to me. This Father's Day one.
What's the specs or and maybe Jason, if he's watching, can tell us like what's the Father's Day angle of the hook? Like what do they do? Like this one's toasted elements to it. What's Father's Day supposed to be?
Yeah, this is in a toasted 53-gallon toasted and charred oak, yellow corn, malted rye, caramel malted barley, and roasted malted barley. It doesn't give a specific mash bill, but I don't know if you can look that up real quick. The Chattanooga Fathers Distillers Edition. I don't know if you have a quick sec to do that, but thoughts on the nose. I like the Founders nose better than the Father's nose. Patrick, thank you. Oh, sorry.
We already addressed we couldn't pull them up, but we acknowledged that. Then
I want to
thank
put
you,
Patrick
Patrick.
on the screen because he's the GOAT. All right, flavor though.
Solid dead air like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Move it along,
ripping.
fellas. I got presents to open up.
What is this, Christmas? Come on, Grinch. Nah, sorry. I'm going. Ben, come over and get some of this afterwards. But I'm going with the Founders all day. Smoother. I mean, it's only 11 feet different.
That word doesn't exist.
Founder.
Father.
I hardly know
Father.
her and him. Wow, nailed it. Can't believe we went a whole podcast or episode without doing a her joke.
He's saying it's handpicked by the master distiller. Oh, okay.
He picked it up with his hand and said, "This."
Well, I'm sure the Founders is hand blended by the master distiller. So.
All right, let's get back on track here. Finish.
Let's rate this thing.
Oh, you want to just rate
I'm
it?
ready.
Let's
go.
into it. All right, let's do it.
Nose. Okay, wait. So if you've never watched a review before, I don't know what you've been doing with your life, but you get 10 points in total, 2 for the nose, 4 for taste, and 1 for the finish, 1 for cohesiveness and complexity, and 2 for value.
Mm-hmm.
Value, we try not to consider until the very end, unless your name is Ben, then you consider it the entire time. Value is
important.
Some kind of combination of price, proof, availability, and anything else that you may want to throw in there that's a miscellaneous. 2 points for the nose. Ben, you raved about this nose, so you could just.
I liked it a lot. 175.
Woo! That's
what?
the highest nose you've
This is
given
good.
since the Peerless one we got from the distillery. Literally last.
Okay,
year.
so like two ago.
Ben's nose, now that COVID is like a year in the past for him, he's back on track.
I'm back at it. Friggin' back at it. Crushing. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Brendan, what do you got?
I will go. I was between a 1.25 and a 1.5. I feel like Ben's got. I mean, it's a great nose. It's a super unique, depthy, hefty nose. 1.5 feels fair to me. Like it's classic Chattanooga whiskey, just added a little bit more layers to it, and it's damn good. TJ,
Brendan's spot on here. Birthday boy takes the cake. Pun intended.
Cake.
Wow.
Are you having cake tonight?
How am I the highest now?
It's a personal question. It's a kid's show.
Oh, jeez.
All right, taste. Brendan, cake boy, start us off.
Also a personal question. So the taste to me is where it's
cake
not taster.
Oh, caker.
Gotta get back on.
Brendan, what do you got? Focus.
2.75. I like it. It's above average to me. There's that youthfulness to it, that dry kind of bitter peanut at the end.
Wow.
It takes it down just a little bit for me. Above average, like very nice, but I don't love the end of the taste before we get to the finish part.
So
we
what
say
do you got?
2.5.
I said 2.5. I think.
All right.
Wow.
Ben.
Jeez. I'm higher here. I like the taste. I'm at like a 3. Let's see how you guys are so crushing this thing.
I don't think that's
Unreasonable.
I don't think 2.5 is that far. I mean, we're just like it's a tier different.
3. I was between 3 and 3 1/4. I was like, 3 more.
I'll split you guys 2.75. I think it's above average. Ben's a little higher on it than I am. It is really good though, so I could have been convinced of a 3, but Brendan being low kind of weighed me down. Finish. Ben did not rave about this part. What do you think, Ben?
I'm thinking 0.5 here. It's kind of average.
Brendan?
So.
I see Ben and I are always, I feel like, a little different on the finish. We never quite agree there. I'll go 0.75. How'd you know I was going to say that, TJ? How'd you know that? How'd you put it down? Oh, yeah, I like the finish. I think there's a nice sweetness, a little spice too. And it does, to Ben's point, gives that like round, circular kind of wholeness to this drink where you want to go for another sip. So yeah, 0.75.
I'll go 0.5 here. I think it's slightly above average, but not quite good enough to where I'm going to give it the 0.75. It's probably like a 0.6. So it gets rounded down. Cohesiveness and complexity. Brendan, you can start us off here.
Okay, so for how many is it out of?
Out of 1.
I will go with a perfect 1 on this. I think it is both very cohesive and extremely complex. Borderline extra bonus points, but I can't do that too reviews in a row. But one, this checks both boxes for me. Shout out Chris Nee.
I'll go with a 1 here. I think that it is both cohesive and complex, both in a good way. There's a lot going on with it, but it doesn't get, crazy out in left field or anything. I'll give it a solid 1 here. Ben?
I don't disagree with any of these points.
0.5.
Give me a 1. Give me a 1
Ben
here.
hates giving a 1 for this category.
I hate perfect score.
Guys, I got a little bit of intel here. I can't divulge sources, or I don't want to get too specific, but I got an idea of the exact specification of what this is blended as. You ready? It is 40% of their 1816 reserve, which was their OG. It was basically their old, maybe a Lawrenceburg, an Indiana based.
Yeah, 40% that, 51% their 3-year, and then 9% their 4-year. Yeah, we know, Brendan.
9% their 91 and 51% barrel 2. It's the blended past, present, and future.
We know.
Okay.
Thanks.
Also,
thanks, Google.
Their distiller's pick is coming
Thanks,
out.
Google.
They have 4 different mash bills, all uncut in there. And they also have a wheat bottle, a roasted, and a peated bottle coming out as well soon. So
there you go, man. Way to go, Brendan.
It's my birthday. Be nice to me.
The best. Blow those candles out, man.
39?
34.
Oh, sheesh, you're old.
Yeah, right around the corner from Senile.
Yeah. Over the hill. All right, going into value, Ben has this at a 6.25.
Wow.
Brendan and I both have it at a 5.75. You get 2 points for value.
This is a good bottle, man. This is a good bottle.
It is a good bottle. Again, we're not that far off. We're talking about half a point.
Yeah.
It was also the last of their original 1816 sourced Solera. No clue what that means, but.
Well, Solera means that it's an aging process in which you always have like a little bit of the original. Like you take some of what's left over, put it in there, and it's always kind of So this is cool. So this is like there's legitimate like a little bit then of 10-year-old whiskey in here. It's like a little baby.
I really hope that's like incorrect, and Jason is just like frantically typing on his computer to comment again to correct you. I would just be like, "No, it's not."
Jason's the one that said that, though.
How would he be correcting himself?
Hey, just kidding, guys. I lied about that comment.
I'm saying that the Solera was.
Solera. I hardly know a.
Oh gosh.
Noe.
Okay, so for value, Ben, you were running amok here today. What do you got?
What's our price? What's the price on this?
$50. Brendan paid a little more, but it retails at $50.
I think $50 is outrageously great for this bottle.
Got to factor in availability. By the way, real quick, this is Ben being sensitive about the score difference is totally just him being out in front. This never happens. He's never the highest score before value. So just playing therapist here. This is what's happening. Ben feels vulnerable. Just
availability is tough. It's above average. It's definitely above average price. It's $50. $50.
In today's economy,
I know. Next year is gonna be like $75, which is fine.
Thanks, Biden.
So I'm thinking it's 1. I think it's 1. I think it's a 1.
What?
It's definitely
he had to go low.
1 or 1 1/4. It's 1 or 1 1/4. I can't decide.
Ben, think about what you just did. Think about what you said about it. Think about it. If you want to do it again,
1 1/4. Shut up.
We'll do it. We'll go back to it.
How did he give it such a low? He's got to be low on something.
He can't not. Ben, if you want to redo it by the time TJ and I are talking about it,
are you guys going to go way higher than me on this?
So to me, I mean, a 5.75, like a 5.0, just in the way we grade things means it's like average. So we're talking about almost a 6 before we even get to value. The value is like decent. Like I paid 65-ish for it. Even that I think is reasonable. So it's an annual release. So currently sold out online. I wonder if I could go to Market Square Liquor and get some right now. I'm not entirely sure, but this is an annual release, and to me, you're basically you're getting what you pay for, which annual release. The Solera aspect of it is nice as well. I didn't know that. It's unique in its flavor profile, yet distinct to Chattanooga whiskey. I'm gonna go 1. I guess I'll go 1.25 as well. I mean, I think that's reasonable. Between 1.25 and 5, I think you're getting what you pay for with this. It's a good annual release bottle. Very nicely done.
Yeah, I was thinking about a 1.5 on this if Brendan did it, but since he didn't, I'll go 1.25. But I was between the two. Yeah, I think you get what you pay for here. I don't think it was. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it's hard to find now, but I'm assuming it wasn't incredibly difficult to find back then because Brendan got it, and Lord knows he doesn't have time to do anything these days. So if he was able to find it, then I feel like the average person could find it pretty easily. Yeah. So I don't know. 1.25 takes our final scores. Ben at a 7.5, Brendan and myself at a 7. That's 7.16. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good.
That's a buy.
Score.
Has anyone tried this year's Makers releases?
No, I haven't seen.
I haven't gotten one yet.
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them hit yet, but I want to get that.
Brendan, now that we're done with the review, you are celebrating a birthday tonight. What are you getting into as kind of like your special pour of the evening?
So I have two choices here.
Can you vote?
I might go with both. Now, one
is your birthday pour, right?
Yeah.
Your birthday pour. Gotcha.
Yeah. Now, one is a pursuit and purchase. I don't know if we want to jump ahead or whatnot, but I purchased something today for my birthday. I was like, you know what? YOLO.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. But I'll get to that secondly.
Yo, Bo. You only birthday once.
You only bourbon once.
A year.
That's true. All right. So what I will go with as my first pour, it's a little sentimental. I think I've talked about this before on the show.
Centennial. It's 100 years old.
My Papa Kane, R.I.P., was born on October 10th. We were very close. We had a birthday a day apart. Our ages were always cool, where you add how old I was and how old he was. And they were inverse, and you always equal the same number. But this Four Roses single barrel strength that I got ABC a couple years ago was bottled on October 10th. So I was going to have a pour last night for him. My tum-tum was a little upset because I'm old and that happens now. So since we're drinking bourbon tonight, I'm going to keep going. The first one I will pour, and I only drink this once a year. I wasn't able to do it last night, so I think I'll do this tonight for my birthday and for Papa Kane. So that'll be first pour.
I love that one. I saw you post that on social media, and I think stuff like that is incredibly special. We talked about it from the very first episode. It's about memories, and it's about drinking with people that you care about. And obviously, he's not here, but that's obviously your way to kind of remember him. And I really like that. So as much as we joke and give each other a hard time, I obviously won't give you a hard time for that. I think that is really neat, and I'm glad that you're kind of doing something special with that. Ben and I have both gotten Blanton's and other bottles that had our kids' birthdays on them. Stuff like that is just more special than any other random bottle that you may or may not have. So good stuff. What's your other one that you're pouring? Less sentimental, it seems, coming up.
Yep. So this is
no tear jerkers on the pursuits and purchases.
No, I saw the top and I'm like, Brendan, hello.
Yeah, but I mean,
hello. I saw
the tears might come from the receipt, but I had some ABC points that I have to accumulate before the end of the year. So we were last time I was on the show, we were in Louisville. Our favorite distillery, I think that we hit up the best experience was Bardstown. Now I have one that I'm still trying to get. I have not seen it yet in Florida. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake by not buying it at Bardstown, but this is the first pour I had of the day, and it was a delicious one. It was very good. I think it's going to be a great one to have a couple times a year. This is Bardstown's Founders. It's a double Founders. Guys, it's two Founders.
Nice.
One
chocolate
show.
Bomb.
This is a chocolate bomb. This is so Bardstown, 110 proof. Great proof. Finished in Founders KBS aged stout barrels. A little pricier, but I need those ABC points. Birthday. It's been a good couple months at work. Treat yourself. So that's probably what I will get into this evening if I do end up having one more pour. Yeah.
Big bottle, Brendan. I love it.
Do you guys want samples later?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'll see you this weekend.
Maybe this weekend.
Oh, Ben's coming this weekend.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Founder.
Brendan has no time. Brendan has no time for us, but I mean, we will be in the same city as him.
We will have.
You do something, man. Do something with us.
Yeah, I mean, we thought we would have lunch or
Friday
something.
night.
It's been discussed. I don't know about
Friday Rager.
Night. No, I don't know about
Friday night Rager.
Sean, I think Sean's birthday was yesterday. Happy late birthday, Sean.
Happy late birthday.
Happy late birthday, Sean. I saw that today when I saw Brendan's. I don't check Facebook like that. So
I don't either. That's been
hard
really bad
today.
for me remembering people's birthdays. I don't check Facebook
I
maybe
can-
once a week now. If
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's bad. It's
my
tough.
bad. I saw that today, and I was like, I can text Sean. But I told him on the show, so that's even better.
A lot of
Good.
October
Yeah.
babies. I think a lot of parents are having sex around late January, maybe Valentine's Day.
Little Christmas, little New Year's Eve.
Eh,
That would
rager.
be a little long. That would
yeah,
be a little
well,
long.
I think it's more. I think maybe
10 months. 10 months is pretty much
Usually-
on.
Anyways, what do you
February.
guys? What do you guys drinking the rest of the night, and what are you pursuing and purchasing? Let's get out of here so I can drink
Yeah,
all
what
the
do
good
you-
stuff and open.
So Ben, what's your
presents.
next special bottle you're drinking? Like what? Like, is there an event coming up? Is there anything you're doing fun? Like, I'll just say the next time Florida State wins a big game, could be Saturday, could be Miami, could be Florida, whatever. I'll pour into something good. What do you got?
Dang, good question. I have a closed Stag Junior that I need a reason to open. And so I'm not 100% positive when that moment will be, but that'll be my next nice let's open something really good.
Seems like
It's like
Thanksgiving's a
two
month and
back-to-back.
change away. Maybe a little.
Yeah, Thanksgiving will be good, but I go
We're gonna
away.
town for Thanksgiving. Yeah, so you got to drink it by himself.
Yeah, I go away and I usually buy a bottle up there, and I usually
You
can
try.
find something decent up in North Carolina. So
It's true. He goes to the mountain areas and gets
Yeah,
good
friggin'
stuff that's not
boondocks.
picked over. Yeah.
great, great.
Okay,
So,
cool. Well,
anyway.
you pursuing or purchasing anything, Ben? I think we're good. We'll save that for
No,
next week.
we're poor. We're poor.
All right, cool. Well, happy birthday, Brendan. Thank you guys for
Thank
tuning
you,
in,
guys.
for hanging out. Sean, thanks for getting here with 1 minute left to go in the show. Please go back and rewatch it. If you guys watched or listened, however you consume this content, do us a favor and hit the share button. Brendan, what's your birthday wish?
To get out of here so I could drink more bourbon and open presents.
Do you really have presents?
get
to open? Are
presents?
you 6?
But
Jeez.
your significant other doesn't get you a present for your birthday?
No,
We
we're
just go on a
adults.
trip. We're adults.
We're adults.
Love you.
guys.
Stop that, Brendan.